Hello and welcome to the show today. This is Chris Reardon, today's United Kingdom talk. If you watch the show usually, you'll be wondering why there's nothing on the screen behind me. That's because the computer that runs the pictures and the films on that is at the moment doing updates, and I got fed up waiting for it to finish. Oh, he's a bit slow. It's quite an old computer, the one here in the Britannia studios. Okay, so I got fed up with the blooming thing doing its updates. There we are. Now, talking of... Oh, there's an email address. If you want to join in at any time, please feel free to do so. My email address is chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Right, chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Now, I mentioned at the end of the last show that I have bought a Wii. No, I went mad. I've gone mad in the shops, boys and girls, mad in the shops. Now, I'm not one to buy things for myself, if you see what I mean. I mean, don't get me wrong here. Everything that we buy is in some way for ourselves, isn't it? If we buy... if I buy something for this show, it is still kind of something for me. If I buy something for my sister, it is kind of something from me to her. Do you know what I mean? But I rarely buy things for myself, especially games consoles. The last games console I had was a Sony PlayStation 1, for which I had just a couple of games. I think I played it once, put it back in the box. Didn't do it for me at all. But, as I was telling you, my sister has for a long time had a Wii. And I have now bought a Wii and a few other bits and pieces to go with it from Tesco's at a very good price. I bought, here it is, the Wii, okay, the console with its motion, what is it? Motion Plus controller on it. Wonderful, nice big box. And that came with, oh yes, loads of stuff. The Wii Sports, which I haven't played this one yet. This consists of, hang on a minute. Oh, it's not been opened. I've not even been opened yet. It's got one of those stupid stickers on it. Hang on a minute. Which you remove and all the print comes off with it. How useless is that? Dear me. What's this got on it? Oh, it's on the front. It's got boxing, bowling, golf, tennis. It looks like football or something like that. So I've got that. I've got the Wii Sports Resort, which I've already played some games on this. Oh yes, dear. From the comfort of your own home, you can do all these things. So far, I have flown a plane. I have canoed down white water rapids. All at 4 o'clock in the morning on a very cold January night, dear. Oh, it's marvellous. And I did try the archery. It's got archery on it as well. I cannot hit the targets. I don't know what's going on there. I cannot get anywhere near the target, unfortunately. And I went on a jet ski. That's great fun. Round a tropical island. Oh, as I say, all on a cold January night at 4:30 in the morning. Because you start playing these games, it's very, very difficult to stop. It really is. So I'm really impressed with this. The graphics are fantastic. Lovely bit of music. Very simple to set up. And you know me with technology, dears. We need simplicity. Huh? We do need simplicity. So it's got the Wii Sports Resort as an extra thing. Oh no, and I got did they? Yeah, they came free with the actual console, as did this Game Party 3. It says play 19 of your favourite games. I haven't opened this one yet. Billiards, bumper ball. I don't know what bumper ball is. Miniature golf. What's that? Smack-a-troll. Smack-a-troll. Oh, how cruel people are, dear. You mustn't be cruel to trolls. Bocce ball, croquet, racquetball, and a remake of the classic arcade root beer tapper. 19 games and countless game variations. Yep. So that came free with the console. Also, one came free with the console that I've got to go up and pick it up from Tesco's later because they'd run out, was this dance game. Apparently, I'm quite looking forward to having a go at that. Shows you dance moves and you have to copy them. So that's coming as well. Got the instructions book. As an extra game, I bought my favourite game of all time, Monopoly. Okay? I'm going to have a game of that, Monopoly. Wonderful. And I also bought... Oh, what's this here? Oh, that's the Wii Sports Resort box. Oh, I was looking for that. Good, that's that. And I also bought a Wii Fit. Boys and girls, look at this. The Wii Fit. I've gone mad. Now this consists of this large plastic thing, okay, which you stand on. And it's got a little button on the front so that you can connect to the Wii console. Just put that down over there. It's quite a heavy thing. Now this actual base unit weighs you, and it tells you your balance and all sorts of things. It's very, very clever. Very, very clever indeed. And I've been doing a couple of the little Wii Fit things. I have so far done the hula hoop, but I did that at my sister's house. That is quite hard. That really is quite hard. You stand on it. You stand on this thing. I haven't got it in front of me, and you've got to do the hula hoop. Now this is the advantage of people that watch the show. They can actually see me now trying to do the hula hoop. Or from the back. Perhaps you prefer it from the back, do you? There we go. How sexy is that? I'm pretending to do the hula hoop. And this is while watching the script. It's a bit difficult to tell you watching the script. What I'll have to do is at some point record a show in front of my Wii console and show you the many fantastic games that there are on here. I mean, I could be doing an advert for this, couldn't I? A friend of mine who works at Bid Up TV, he reckons I should go and do not a demonstration, an audition to go on one of these TV channels, selling things. But you see, I couldn't sell you something that I thought was rubbish. I'd be telling you not to buy it. I probably wouldn't be very good for business at all, would I? I think, to be honest, I'm sorry if you're a salesman. I'm sorry if you are, but I honestly think to be a salesman, you've got to be a bit dishonest, haven't you? You've got to be dishonest to be a salesman, I reckon. Anyway, so I've done the hula hoop. I also, what's the other thing I've done on there? The only other thing I've done on the Wii Fit, I tried a bit of yoga. I really wasn't very good at that at all. I don't think I'm getting the hang of that one. But I also went jogging. One of the things is a jogging thing. And, oh, I tell you what, that was hard work. That was hard work, the jogging. Now, I used to go jogging outside, leaving my house. And can I just turn something off here just a minute, because it's starting to annoy me. I've got a computer in front of me, and it's got stuck. This is, as I say, this is the computer that runs the thing outside, the TV screen behind me here. And I've got in front of me a monitor showing me what's going on the TV screen behind me. And the whole thing is just stuck. And it's annoying me because I can see it. Come on, turn off! I think that's just going to sit there and stuck. I shall have to physically push the button. Actually, I'm going to do that now. I can't stand it any longer. Just a minute. Oh, hang on. No, is it? Oh, I'll leave it for a bit. You're not supposed to turn them off on the... oh, there it goes. It's going off now. Yes, I used the jogging thing, and basically on the TV screen in front of you, there's a little man. They are called Miis, M-I-I. Okay, they're little people that you create, and there's a little me in front of you, and he starts running, and the idea is you've got to keep up with him, and that's how it works. It's fantastic, and I've got to tell you, but you're running on the spot, and do you know what I think? I've got a feeling that uses more energy than it does running out and about. Mind you, On the other hand, I haven't done it for nearly 2 years now. I had to give up jogging outside because it was doing my knees in. So I jogged on the carpet for about 2 minutes. Oh my, I was knackered after that. Absolutely knackered. I got to think to myself, surely this thing is not very good for your carpet. You know, you're jogging on the carpet and you've got your Wii controller. Where's my Wii? Did I bring my... No, I didn't bring it up. You've got your Wii controller in your hand, which somehow must measure what you're doing as your hand's going up and down. And the instructions say, if you move your hands more, then that uses up more calories. So there I am, in the living room, going up and down with my hands like this all the time. Oh, and I'm getting puffed out. And there's a little thing along the bottom which tells you how far you've got to go and how far you've done. And it's all very clever. Very, very clever indeed. The actual console, there's like an infrared thing, I think it is, that sits on the top of your telly. And that detects all the movements that you're making. And as it goes through the thing, it says things like, not far to go now, keep going and all that. And at the end, it makes some sort of comment. I think it was, slows down towards the end or something like that. This Wii Fit. With the actual Wii Fit, you can get it to, which I'm doing actually, to tell you how well you're doing if you're getting fitter. So you kind of sign up to it. And it tells you day by day what you've done. And if you don't, it says you should do it daily. So if you do it Monday, if you miss out Tuesday and then switch it on Wednesday, it comes back with some sarcastic comment. Like, hi Chris, where were you yesterday? And I thought, blooming machine's telling me off here, dear. It's telling me off. But really good. Highly recommended. Now, I just wanted to say to Millie, who's Motorised Millie, a very good friend to the show. Millie, I think, obviously not the Wii Fit, Millie's in a wheelchair, so that wouldn't be any good to you. But Millie, I think you'd like this. I actually think you should go out and buy yourself a Wii. And the computer games, you're all right with your arms, aren't you? A lot of them, most of the games are like with controllers. Okay? And I think this is something you would like, Millie. In fact, dare I say that if you bought one of these, you'd probably stop listening and watching the show because you wouldn't have time. I mean, I've got all these wonderful games here now, and I'm having a job finding time to play them all. You know, is this what it's all come down to? We can't get boyfriends and girlfriends, so we go out and buy a Wii, don't we? How sad is that? But of course, if you've got a family, those of you with children, or anything like that, this is a fantastic way to play with the family. It really is. It's not like the computer games of old, where your daughter or son would go and lock themselves in their room and they'd sit there in front of that TV screen for hours on end on their own playing games. With this, the entire family can come round and just play. This is what we played Boxing Day at my sister's house. All four of us. It's great. It's really good. And I shall let you know how I'm getting on with that over the coming weeks, of course, when I come back from holiday, because I'm off next week. Not long now, off to Australia. Perhaps I should take my Wii with me. Eh? And play it with all my cousins and relatives over there. I don't know what you think of that. If you've got a Wii and you've got games other than the ones I've mentioned already, I'd like to know about them. Do let me know. The email address to the show is chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. One more live show, of course, before we go. I may try and do a short show from Australia. Can't say whether I will be able to do that or not. Depends on internet in the hotels. Depends if I can get up at 5 o'clock in the morning or whatever. Okay, so keep an eye out for that. But there is one more live show from the UK before I go. To listen to that, simply go to the main United Kingdom Talk website, unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. All right, unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. www.lifeandgrey.co.uk. Top left-hand corner, me in a grey T-shirt, little yellow label. It's a bit small, actually. I've got to make that a bit bigger. It says Listen Live. Just click on there and you'll be whisked to the site and the correct place in which you can listen to the live show on Monday nights at 6 p.m. UK time. All right, Monday nights at 6 p.m. UK time. Now, so that's the Wii Fit. Have I told you everything about that? I think I have. Just wonderful. So impressed. The graphics are great. The music. Oh, and also on there is, if you're in the UK, you'll know what the BBC iPlayer is. Well, the Wii console, you can download onto it the BBC iPlayer, which means now I can watch BBC iPlayer programmes on my television rather than have to sit in front of a computer and watch them. And that's just fantastic. Really, really, very, very good. Talking of programmes, did you see the final Doctor Who? Oh my God, how many people were crying when that was on? Towards the end, when he bumped into all his old companions. What a great show that was. Just full of... And who was the old woman? Those of you that watch Doctor who was the... Have you any idea who the old woman was who kept appearing throughout that last show? I personally think it was his mother, but I'm not sure. What do you think? Let me know, Chris at unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. We've got a new Doctor Who, of course, coming along in spring. Foolishly, I can't remember his name, but there we are. I'm sure it'd be rather marvellous. Is he only 24? God almighty, that's half my age. Half my age. And talking of age, I was noticing, you know I like to keep my hair fairly short now because it hides the bald spot in the middle. And that really does work, actually. The longer you grow it, the more obvious the bald spot is. But I have noticed grey hairs, right? Why is it when grey hairs grow, they don't go with the flow, do they? They grow out at right angles. What's all that about, please? Grey hairs growing out at right angles. Now, I'm just sitting here in the studio and I've remembered I've left an email in the other room. So if you don't mind, I'm just going to pop outside to the Mirable Studios and get my other email. 1 second now. Because we don't want to fall behind on emails. There's only a couple of more shows before I go away. And I don't want to miss people out. So kind enough to send emails. Oh, there's a couple here, actually. 1, 2, where's the other one? What's that one there? There we are. There we are. Oh dear. I did have another very funny story to tell you. Right. If we've got time, perhaps should I tell you the funny story or do the emails? What should we do? Oh, I don't know, dear. Let's do the emails first, then we might have time for the story. First of all, from Austin. Hello, Austin, who I haven't heard from ages and ages. I was very concerned, Austin. I thought you might be dead. But you're not. I'm glad to say you're not dead. He's still here. And so am I. Only just holding on by a thread, boys and girls. Have you not noticed? No coughing today. No dodgy breathing. That's those steroid tablets. I've just got... I had the last lot of tablets yesterday, and they have completely cured my asthma. No pump required, nothing. Fantastic. 5 days, a 5-day course of steroid tablets has sorted out my respiratory problems. I'm so happy. Happy, happy, happy. Can you hear it? Listen. I can breathe perfectly. I might even do extra breathing today to make up for all the problems I've been having. It's gone. Whatever it is that makes you not being able to breathe has gone. Marvellous. Anyway, Austin writes, hi, Austin, who's not dead, okay? Hi, Chris. I have a very basic question for you. Well, it's a good job it's basic, dear. I'm a very, very basic person, Austin. If someone were to ask you what time it was, remember, Austin's in the USA, so often USA and UK, you may think we're exactly the same, but we're not. We are not. We are far superior here in the UK. Now, sometimes things are different where you wouldn't expect them to. For example, Austin writes, if someone were to ask you what time it was, you might say, for example, it's 10:30. Okay? That's what we say in the UK. It may seem silly for me not to know, but does this mean 9:30 or 10:30? Or 5 question equals bracket? Not quite sure what that means. 5 question equals 5 or 5... I don't know what you're going on about there, Austin. He says, in America, it is common to say something like it's 10:30, meaning, of course, 10:30. Though you'd never hear half before 10. Just wondering. And that's from Austin in Portland, Oregon. Well, Austin, I'm afraid that's lazy English. It would be rare for me to say 10:30. I would say 10:30. But people who, for some unexplainable reason, are trying to save on words would say to you that it's 10:30. Now, 10:30 is, in fact, as you correctly... I mean, you correctly guessed. I mean, you're very, very good, Austin. You could work for the FBI. I think you could. You're so clever at working out these things. Eh? Or why not come over here and run MFI. They're gone now. MI5. You could. 10:30 is indeed the same as 10:30. And you're quite right, you would never hear half before 10. Now, half before 10 would probably mean 9:30. But you wouldn't. That would never be said, okay? You're just making it up now. I mean, you're writing fairy stories, to be honest. You're good at writing fairy stories, aren't you, Austin? Eh? So there we are. It is indeed 10:30 means 10:30. 1:30 would mean 1:30. Okay? It's people who are lazy, Austin. But when they do say that to you, when they say, oh, it's 10:30, you think, you know, now that I've told you, they're just being lazy. Okay? I mean, you can say that if you want. Well, my friend Chris Reardon from UnitedKingdomTalk.co.uk says you're just being lazy. Yeah, just tell him, be done with it. All right, Austin, nice to hear from you, old boy. Where have you been? Oh, it does worry me when people disappear, dear. Chris at UnitedKingdomTalk.co.uk, my email address. Hello to Josh. All right, Josh is a fairly new viewer to the YouTube side of things. And he recently had an accident on a bike, nasty accident on a bike, but he is recovering. He says, on the subject of the Dad's Army videos, because, you know, I've got Dad's Army, the complete Dad's Army boxed set for Christmas from my dear, dear, long-suffering sister. How is she? Josh writes, I've got Dad's Army too. I love Dad's Army. Isn't it the funniest thing ever? I think there's only 2 of them alive now, isn't there? Clive Dunn, who strangely enough was the second oldest character on there, and yet he's the one that's still alive. He says, I keep missing your show. Oh, God's sake, how can you miss it, Josh? It's there beaming at you 24 hours a day. I tell you what, Josh, if you sign up to my Facebook or my Twitter, and I've got the same username on both of them, okay? Chris Reardon UK. They're my Twitter and Facebook names, Chris Reardon UK. Then whenever there's a new show, there's a little message waiting to inform you of such a thing. Okay? Chris Reardon UK, my Facebook and Twitter. And if you say add friend or something like that, do not worry, I will add you. Anyone will be added, except these young girls who keep making me offers and people trying to send me money from foreign countries. Oh, hello, I am so-and-so. Do you get those emails, those dodgy emails? I think they're called phishing emails, aren't they? Where you get the email from, hello, my name's from Uganda. My father is dying from cancer and he's left me £200 million and I would like you to look after it for me. Please, can I have your bank details? Do you get those? I get them all the time, dear, and you must delete them immediately. They are trying to steal money from you. It'll be a very blue day when anyone gets a penny out of me, I'm telling you that now. Anyway, Josh, where's my pen gone? Oh, there it is. Rested on my crutch. Dear me. And on full view of everyone. I keep missing your show. I will set a reminder on my phone to tell me to watch it. Yes, you must. He says, you should be Lady of King Cavill. Jokes laird. No, I think you're right. I think I'd be a much, much better lady. I really do. I ought to get a few little costumes to do this show in, don't you think? I think I'm becoming a little bit too manly on this programme. I really am. Sitting here in a luminous green shirt and blue jeans. What would you like me sitting in here in? Little schoolgirl's outfit, something like that? French maid uniform? What do you fancy me in? Come on, let me know. He says, you were scratching your hands. Money comes with itchy palms. Well, where is it? Come on. Where is the cash? Send it through now. Please send Red Cross parcels. He says, Wees are awesome. I recommend you getting one. Yeah, and I've got one now, Josh. Oh, it's wonderful. Josh, I tell you what, Josh, I hear that there is ways of playing games with other people in other parts of the world. How did we do this on the Wii? Because I've not sussed it out at all. I know my two nephews, they've got the Xbox 360, and they play games with their friends who are in different parts of the country. How do they do that, please? Could you let me know, please? Chris at unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Last email, then. From Robert in Iceland. Chris and friends of United Kingdom Talk. I have to take you to task over what you thought was snow. No! It was just a bit cold, that's all. And you asked about what hedges have to do with snow. Yes, someone was going. Was it you going on about hedges and snow? I can't remember. If you think about it, then if you have a hedge, it traps the snow and makes it harder to plough it away. Not much point, old boy, in ploughing snow into a hedge, as it will fall back again. Oh, I get it. Of course. Yeah, if we've got hedges on the sides of the road, the plough forces the snow to the side and then it just drops back down again, doesn't it? Because the hedges are holding it up. I get it now. Thank you. What a good job you're there, Robert dear, to explain these things to a thick old git like me. It really is. What you had, he says, was not snow. Well, what was it then, dear? What was it, little bits of polystyrene? No, he says, snow is when it reaches the parts you wish it did not. Do I need to be more graphic? Yes, I think you do. Send pictures of your snow problems, touching your intimate parts. Also, a buddy of mine said that heavy snowfalls were expected in Australia for the next few weeks, ending around the middle of February. I don't think so, sunshine. They don't get snow in Australia ever. I think they get them on the top of the Blue Mountains near Sydney. Do you know, I think I'd like to go to the Blue Mountains. I might go there next time I'm in a couple of weeks' time when I'm there. I was checking the weather forecast, incidentally. Are you in the UK, are you? Are you ready for this? Are you ready? Last Wednesday it was 30 degrees in Sydney. That's 90 Fahrenheit. Thank you very much. Send me that hot weather. Oh, yes. Feeling hot, hot, hot. He says, take your thermals, old boy. Toodle pip. Don't need to take my thermals to Australia because it's not going to be cold. So there. All right? Right, time for me to go, boys and girls. As always, thank you for watching the show. I had a very funny story to tell you, actually. Let's just say I have a feeling I provided the entertainment and amusement in Currys.digital the other day when I went in there to buy a new router because I've been having problems with my old router, and I shall tell you about that on the next show, okay? Once again, do join me for the last live show before I'm off to Australia. That's on Monday nights at 6 p.m. UK time. Go to the main United Kingdom Walk Talk website, unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Top left-hand corner, click Listen Live, Monday night at 6 o'clock. That's it from me, Chris at unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk, my email address. Thanks for watching and listening to the show. From myself, Chris Reardon. Bye-bye.